Hey guys, what is going on? Is Justin from Vonix Entertainment, and welcome to this week's Xur location video in Destiny 2. So currently right now, Xur just came out. Remember daylight savings happened, so he comes out an hour later. But he is over on Titan and he's over at the rig. I'm on my Warlock, so I'm sorry if my jumping isn't the best. It's been a good while since I've played on my Warlock. But Xur is over in this little area on the rig, and he is selling for all of us this week. You can go in this way, or there's also another door back there. He is selling this week, of course, his ISO Chronicle Engram, so if you're missing any exotics, you can go and pick that up. And for hunters, he is selling the Celestial Nighthawk. Now, if you are a hunter and you do not already own the Celestial Nighthawk, and you play PvE, I highly recommend you get it. It is the best hunter exotic that you can get. It does kind of run hand in hand with the Orpheus rigs as the best. So that's kind of a tie for number one. It's really about which super you're needing. But for damage, this is the best exotic to have in the game for any class or any subclass. The reason why is because instead of doing 3 shots with your golden gun, you only get 1 shot, and it does a massive amount of damage, and it does 6 times damage of what you would normally get. On top of that, it can pierce through enemies, and also, because of how the hunter subclasses are set up this time around, whenever you are using your golden gun, you can actually get crits with it. So that means you have to hit them in a critical area and you get a crit with it. If you do that and you have the Celestial Nighthawk, you're doing 6 times crit damage on a boss, and it is devastating. It is one of the best things to do, and if you have someone with Orpheus rigs constantly jetting orbs for you as well, it is so great to have, just because you can pop your super, shoot, and then if you have your super back already, you can shoot again. It is what you want to have on your team whenever you are going through the new raid. For the Titan class, he is selling the Hollow Fire Heart. And what this does is it improves and the recharge rate of your solar abilities while your super for Hammer of Souls is charged up. This means that whenever it's fully charged, you will recharge your grenade, your melee, and also your barrier ability faster. So once you use your super, it normally will just go back to the normal recharge rate, and then you don't have that boost. For Warlocks, he is selling the Eye of Another World helmet. It highlights priority targets and improves the regeneration speed of your grenade and melee and rift abilities. So this is alright. It's honestly a good Warlock helmet to have, but again, it's kind of outshined by a few other exotics. And it's really kind of situational almost. Highlight priority targets, yes, that's great. It's not the best thing in the world. It does make them easier to see in dark areas, which is nice. It's also really nice for Crucible for that. But also, it improves your regeneration speed of your grenade, melee, and rift abilities. Yes, that's always great to have, but if you're one of those people who doesn't use their abilities, they just use their guns and their super, then this is not really for you. For Xur's Weapon of the Week this week, he is selling the Prometheus Lens. Now, the Prometheus Lens is an amazing trace rifle. So this is the second trace rifle that we have in the game. The first one was Cold Heart, and now with the first DLC that just came out, we got the Prometheus Lens. What it does is it fires solar energy instead of arc energy this time around. And it generates a damaging heat area. You'll actually see a bubble, and that field will actually grow when the weapon is continuously fired, meaning you're going to get more enemies inside that bubble, dealing more damage. And then on top of that, it kills with the weapon, return a fraction of the ammo used to the magazine, extending the beam's duration, which means that it pulls ammo from just the air. It just pulls ammo from the air that you had already used and puts it directly back into the magazine, meaning you can hold that trigger down longer. There is a maximum bubble width, and just because of that, it's not the best width. It's about the explosion radius of a grenade, a little bit smaller than that if you're counting vortex grenades, but that's about the size of the bubble, and it does really good damage, but it's not as good as the Cold Heart in my opinion, just because the Cold Heart feels like it works a little bit better and it has that exponential gain. This one is just a standard damage that it's just going to increase a radius of damage around it. And then he's selling 3 of coins. Again, 3 coins doesn't seem to be worth it in my opinion. I'm just going to see if I have the ornament. No, I do not. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below and comment on what you're planning on getting from Zer this week or what you want him to sell next week. If you're looking for the Destiny 1 Zer location video, there is a link down in the description below on where you can go to get that video. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you guys next time.